Nearly 2 years ago, an explosion tore apart the Babine Forest Products sawmill in Burns Lake. The blast killed 2 workers and injured 19 more. After a long investigation by WorkSafe BC, the province has decided not to lay any charges against the company. That decision isn't sitting well with one survivor. A warning: images in this story may be disturbing for some viewers.
Derek McDonald went to work January 20th, 2012. And spent the next 34 days in hospital.
The sadness that came over my family, my wife, what they had to see, I never saw myself in the state when we went into the hospital.
McDonald was badly burned in the Burns Lake mill explosion.
I didn't see it coming. I was facing the other way when it came up from behind me. It was a fireball that came up from behind.
What McDonald says he can't accept: that no one is being held accountable.
Jaw-dropping news. We're just shocked just came over.
The province's criminal justice branch has decided not to lay charges against Babine Forest Products. It's pointing to problems in WorkSafe BC's investigation. Crown Counsel believes WorkSafe's evidence wouldn't hold up in court. McDonald is also taking issue with WorkSafe. He says investigators spoke with him right after he was released from hospital, when he couldn't remember all the details.
Later on, after the initial interview, a lot of stuff that we remembered what was going on inside the mill, a lot of flaws.
When we take a witness interview and we compile it with all of the other evidence that we obtain from an investigation, we're satisfied, and our report that's released this week will show that we do have a very clear picture of what happened on January 20th, 2012.
WorkSafe investigators say a buildup of sawdust in the air caused the explosion in Burns Lake. Months later, another deadly explosion happened here at the Lakeland Mill in Prince George. The workers' union says a lot has changed since then.
I believe we now know what some of the root causes are, which definitely is the dust in the mills. And through the new regulations coming out from WorkSafe BC, I think the majority of our operations have cleaned up their act a lot.
But for Derek McDonald, safety improvements aren't enough. He says he's still waiting for justice.
Like myself, I would not dare walk into a mill again.
Camille McDonald, CKPG News.